Oh, we got another fight.
Huh?
Yeah, man. Don't we got another fight?
Maybe we can shoot that shit in another week.
Huh? Really?
You really want to go over this now?
I think so. Because, I mean, shit, if you think about it, it's only 2 weeks away.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm not quite ready for it, but alright.
Alright, no, we'll go with, you're going to be here. Yeah, we'll do this shit another day.
You sure? We can just do it right now.
I think we should, because it's not that many exciting people on it. It's as big of a card as everybody thinks UFC 172 is going to be.
It's big because of Jon Jones. Anytime Jon Jones fight, it's big. And on top of that, Jon Jones is undefeated. Well, I mean, he does have the one loss to the greatest light heavyweight of all time.
Oh my God. I'm going to have everybody from Gallaudet University knocking at my door because of your
Why?
ass.
They can't hear this shit. What they gonna do?
Okay.
Excuse me, we heard that you sometime like talking about the greatest light heavyweight champion wrestler, Big Mother on ever. And we would like to let you know
I'm
that
not co-signing to this shit.
we would like to let you know that we hear everything that's going on when you talk about him, and we don't appreciate it, but we do understand what you're saying.
If y'all coming after somebody, come after George, alright?
They won't be able to hear this.
Now, there's a good card. This is a good card.
And I'm talking about Matt Hamill, the grand light heavyweight champion and UFC history. You understand?
The only person to beat Jon Jones.
Yes.
I know.
Greatest ever.
Are you done, Matt?
Almost.
Okay.
No, anyway, that's my Matt Hamill impression.
Some people love it, some people can't
It's fucking spot on. And
you know what?
That's
you know what? That's why George just got a fucking Oscar sitting on his mantle at home. You know what's funny? On the preliminary card,
Takanori Gomi, Joseph Benavidez,
Jessamine Duke. I mean, there's a lot of good people in this. Joseph Benavidez is on the. I mean, come on, man. He's like the second best fucking
fighter in Baltimore. And this thing's right in our backyard.
Yeah,
well, more or less in his backyard now, since I'm up
kind of in between our backyards, you know.
Yeah.
But let's start with the main card with the featherweight bout between Max Holloway and fucking Andre Phil.
Yeah, let's do that.
Philly.
I couldn't tell you who either one of these cats are.
Me either, and that's what's so great about the Uncut Sports Show, because George and I just won't fucking front like we know.
No, we're gonna be honest.
I don't know who Andre Philly is. I don't know who he is. Andre
I'll
Philly.
try to
I know
help us
you
out.
live in
I'll
Philly.
tell you what, dude. Max Holloway is big as hell for 5'11", $145.
Yeah, he's a big
That's
boy.
tall as hell.
That's why I'm going with Max.
Oh, wait, that cat. Oh no, you shouldn't.
Oh yeah, he's dropped 2 of his last 3. But what about Philly? Tell me a little bit about Philly. Not you living in Philly, about Andre Philly. He's undefeated, isn't he?
This will be his second fight in the UFC, so...
But he's undefeated in his MMA career?
No.
He's had 1 loss, right?
Loss.
What is that, like 11, 12 fights?
14 fights.
Okay, let's go with Andre Philly.
Well, it's a catchweight bout. Oh, no, his last fight was a catchweight bout. Somebody didn't make weight. Ruh-roh.
Now, I'm going to tell you what. The next fight...
That's an easy pick.
It is. And I'm gonna
Jim Miller all day, son.
Jim Miller's going to be
He's a
fighting
beast.
Bobby Green in a lightweight fight. And you know what? You just don't go against Jim Miller when he's not fighting somebody who holds the belt. Because, I mean, he beats everybody else.
Yes, he does.
Everybody else. I think what his only losses are to everybody.
Well, he's got a no contest thrown in there, but we're over.
Yeah, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're Matt Hamill.
He won that legitimately.
Okay,
Jon Jones knew what was coming and decided, I need to get out of the fight. Okay. And Matt Hamill put his head in the appropriate place to take and give Jon Jones the 1 out.
I would love to have Matt on this show.
I would too, because I think he'd think it's funny.
I think he would.
I mean, come on. It's just
after you punched us both in our throats.
He can't punch me, he can't catch. He can't hit me anyway, so I sneak up on him like a ninja and choke him out. Tap. Sleepy time, Maddie.
Okay.
You gotta bear with us. It's a 1:45.
I know.
I'm a little tired. Late. He's a little tired.
It's late. Anyway, who do you have in the lightweight fight?
Jim Boetsch.
That's what. Okay. Jim Croce. Middleweight fight. Okay,
Tim
guys. Boetsch. Oh yeah. Luke Rockhold is going up against Tim Boetsch. Really?
Tim Boetsch.
Really?
Tim Boetsch.
Now let me tell you something. Luke Rockhold is
from Strike Force.
Yeah. You know, guys, he was the last person to beat fucking Jacare.
Yes, he was.
I mean, Luke Rockhold, and he had that last fight where he just...
Vitor Belfort absolutely destroyed him.
It was,
and then he beat
we
Costas.
Remember where it was, right?
Well, yeah, true. And then he destroyed Costas
Filmapu.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a little immature. But who gives a fuck? Okay, well,
I've been making fun of a deaf guy all night.
So that I'm gonna go with. You know what's funny? I'm gonna go with. I'm with you. I'm gonna go with Tim Boetsch.
Well, what's funny is Tim Boetsch lost to Costas Philippou. So maybe I'm changing.
That's just like paper, scissors, rock, son. It just changes up. Why are you feeling on your thigh, big sexy? Goddamn.
My leg itches.
Why you want to put it up on my ass, man?
I was trying to stretch.
You're like this. Yeah. I'm like, goddamn. By the way, you have a zit on your leg.
It's a blemish.
Anyway.
At least I don't look like a fucking cab driver.
I know.
What? Fuck off.
There goes another subscriber. But I'm gonna go with
some guy in a
Boetsch.
cave that just turned the internet off?
And down goes the Uncut Sports Show in flames.
This is why we will never be on the radio or TV or anything with the FCC.
Because we ain't sellout motherfuckers, man.
Bullshit.
I know. Give us a big check. You guys will be like
big.
this.
I'll take a partial check at this point.
Yeah, we'd be up there.
I'd do it for
like
$2.50 a Big Mac and a Slurpee.
Yep, and seriously and honestly, at the end of the show, we say we love the show because God told us to do it.
No. That will never be uttered.
Now,
ever.
let's move to the light heavyweight battle between Phil Davis and I don't know how you got back in the UFC, Anthony Rumble Johnson.
Because he was crushing.
You know what? No, this is funny thing about life, people. Okay, this is a sport. Okay,
this big
where you can
bastard.
you can be a middleweight and you'll be like you get cut. Okay, and then you're like fuck the UFC, and then you go, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go home and grease. And all of a sudden, Dana White's like, that motherfucker can eat. You know what? I think I'll sign him back to the UFC. This motherfucker left. He got cut from the UFC, went up 2 weight classes, and they're like...
Now, hold on. What has Anthony Rumble Johnson done since losing to a juiced-up guy in Brazil? Go 6-0. So, let's look at his one loss.
He's gone 6-0 in backyard wrestling, man, bro.
Well, he's gone 8-1 in his last 9 fights. His one loss was the Vitor in Brazil.
Why did he get cut? He got cut
because that Bama couldn't make weight.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Can I retract that statement?
So he fought Vitor at a catchweight at 197.
Now, see, you got the bubble guts. I'm sorry, George just farted in the studio, everybody, and I didn't sign up for this shit. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to bring back one of the best UFC champions. No,
he's not UFC champion.
Champions. Well, you know, no, he never was a UFC champion, but a good
Don't
UFC.
Spray that shit on me again, man. Look, it's making me sneeze. Don't do it again.
Fabrizio,
spray this shit back there or something,
look,
man. Go ahead.
Just. Why you want to snatch Fabrizio out like that, man?
Anyway, what we're getting at is Anthony Rumble Johnson.
What are you directing
I'm keeping you and your long ass orangutan arms away from the fucking Febreze. This
Fabrizio, don't get it twisted, son. Okay, go ahead.
Anthony Rumble Johnson ate his way into light heavyweight class, and now
you need some fucking sticks. You could be in the air for fucking air. You know. Never mind.
Raiding airplanes. They needed some help in.
Y'all want to know what happened to flight Malaysia Flight 370? Ask my big head friend right here.
Yeah, right now they're looking for Nemo.
Wow. Anyway, did they find him?
I found Dory.
Oh, okay.
So, won't shut up.
So go ahead.
Phil Davis is taking on Anthony Rumble Johnson. This will be interesting because Phil Davis is trying to figure out why he hasn't got a title shot. If he beats convincingly Anthony Rumble Johnson, I say why not?
He just takes him to the ground, dude. Anthony Rumble Johnson.
No, I said convincingly. I didn't say that fucking hump me to death for 15 minutes.
That's going to be straight porn.
He needs to end the fight, and I'm sorry, but that big Twinkie eating bastard.
If he can knock out a big swole Anthony Rumble Johnson, that would be impressive because Phil Davis doesn't knock anybody out. So if he can knock out Anthony Rumble Johnson, who's got power, who's big now, who can probably knock him out,
will knock him
out. Then yeah, that's impressive. If he fucking gives us some porn food, then you know.
And that's the problem. He's sitting there, he's telling me, look, I'm gonna fire Phil Davis. Phil Davis is complaining because his schedule has to be kind of set because he's a firefighter. He doesn't make enough money in the UFC because let's face it, no one's clamoring to watch you fight. No one's pressing. No one's sending Dana text messages wanting to know when you're gonna fight. Cause
you see this shit, man? This motherfucker is farting like shit up in here.
My stomach hurts, man.
You're just so foul, man.
Oh, you just shot lava rocks.
Get Fabrizio. He's laid out. Oh my God, look at him. Travis Brown knocked him out. He's on his side, Shorty.
Anyway,
okay.
I think Anthony Johnson's going to knock this cat out.
Really? Damn. So do I.
I hope.
I think he's going to go crazy. He's going to just swing. And I don't know if Phil Davis is going to be ready for it.
No.
Okay. Moving on to the main event. Everybody's been waiting for it. It's been taking 5 years.
The one thing I will give Phil Davis, though.
He's a good wrestler.
He's a great wrestler. So if Anthony goes in there out of control, he's going to get taken down and getting held down. Yeah. And here's the other thing.
And how tall is Anthony Johnson?
I know Phil Davis is big. Phil Davis is like Jon Jones size.
Yeah. 6'2", 6'3".
Anthony Johnson 6'2". Mr. Wonderful 6'2".
Yeah.
And if you guys go way back when we first started
how the fuck was Anthony Rumble Johnson ever getting down the fucking wall?
170?
God. Woo! But John Fitch didn't. He's 6'2" too, or something like that.
He's not nearly as big as he's not built like Anthony Rumble Johnson. But if anyone remembers, if you go way back, long time ago, I said the person who has the physical attributes to beat Jon Jones is Phil Davis, because Phil Davis is just the same size as Jon Jones.
And it's good of a wrestler. And you know what? And if you think about it, two fighters that fight similar and had a great fight was Alexander Gustafsson and Jon Jones. And Phil Davis is the only person to really... I mean, people are going to say the Jon Jones win was controversial, but Phil Davis beat Alex Gustafsson pretty handily. Styles make fights, people. Anyway, talk about styles make fights. We got Glover Teixeira going up against
Glover,
Jon Jones.
depending on where you're at.
Glover.
For me, it's Glover.
It's Glover, you know. Glover. Okay.
How do you see this fight going?
I just think, man, Jon Jones, you know, he could get in there and try to swing, but I mean, you know how Jon Jones can push you off with his kicks, he can hit you with the elbows. He has so many fucking weapons in his arsenal, you know, and I don't think, who was it that Glover fought that he had trouble against, and it wasn't a really good performance, and that made me, it showed a lot of his weaknesses. And I'm going to have to, you guys are going to have to be patient with me, because I'm going to have to go back and look at that. It might have just been his last fight, and
well, his last two fights, he was on a little bit of shaky ground, because he got clipped when he shouldn't have. Versus Ryan Bader and James Tahuna. When he fought James Tahuna, dude, it was he got clipped a couple times.
Yeah, it was Tahuna.
Yeah.
Big tuna. This motherfucker is fucking lighting my fucking
stomach
studio.
hurts, man.
Anyway, let me get into it. But yeah, and then he beat Ryan Darth Bader. I mean,
crushed him.
I mean, but the bottom line is he did fucking put him. He put him away, both of them.
The biggest issue I see with this is Glover's lack of lateral movement. And he's kind of a stationary target. I don't know if he really wants to stand in front of Jon Jones.
Yeah.
Because Jon Jones is going to use them long-ass legs. I'm thinking you got to be ready to check his leg kicks. If you don't check his leg kicks, it's going to be a long 5 rounds, dude.
And I'm going to tell you the other thing, too, is and we see this all the time when Jon Jones fights. You're giving up... Glover's giving up 2 inches in height, okay? But more importantly, 8.5 inches in reach.
That means he's got to get inside. When you get inside, you're looking at that Muay Thai, you're looking at the elbows, the knees, and the thing that you always hear when people mess with Jon Jones is how strong he is.
Yeah.
And the other thing you got to question is if you look at Hackleman and you look at his fighters, you have to look and start questioning their cardio.
Yeah.
You look at Chuck at the end.
Yeah.
You look at what's our boy out in Utah, Court
McGee.
So I'm in.
Ramsey did really well this last past fight. He finished this guy.
And if you look at Glover and those fights get into the second and third round when he's swinging for the fences. That James Tahuna fight was sloppy at the end.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if he doesn't have the cardio to go 5, this could get ended in the 4th.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about him.
When's the last? I mean, he hasn't fought a championship fight, so he hasn't been in the 4th round. I mean, it's
all signs. I mean, if you're a betting man, it'd be hard to take Glover. It really would. Now, I would love to see if Jon Jones is going to lose a fight, and if he's the next champion to bite the dust, this would be a great person. I would love to see him lose just for Hackleman.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
Hack's a great guy.
But I don't see how Glover can win this unless he catches him. And I just, like you said, with the reach that Jon Jones has and the ability that he has, it's hard to catch him.
It is. Anyway, I mean, guys, let us know what your like always, let us know what you guys think before George abruptly ends this video and says, Kevin, shut the fuck up. And that note, adios deuces. Maybe today.